Collective effervescence is it's so challenging to describe because it's not a term that I coined or Bree coined or anybody that we know coined, but it's a term that describes something that I've never been able to describe before. When I first learned about the term, I was like, oh, I know exactly what this is. I felt it at concerts before, sporting events. It's like, you know, when there's a large group of people all focused on the same thing and there's a shared energy in the room. But when Bree and I started co-creating together, I felt the same thing, probably on like level 10,000. And I was like, oh shit, collective effervescence. This is a term that describes how we show up, why we show up, who we show up for.
It's the connection between people that you can't find anywhere else but in moments of full buy-in and full lean in. When you all walk away from something and you kind of look at each other and we're like, that was insane, that was crazy, right? And you didn't talk about it while you were doing it, but every single person around you felt the exact same thing. I do not feel the same hum at a concert as I do in a photo shoot, but I walk out with the same filling of my cup after being around somebody else that has felt something I felt that made the human existence, the human experience feel less alone.
And so collective effervescence is kind of a personification or a manifestation of everything that the Creator Matters stand for and everything that Bree and I hope to ever create together. We should probably say who the fuck we are, maybe.
Oh shit. Kelsey is almost undescribable as a human being. Kelsey is someone who I know to be fiercely loyal and also is totally willing to go the extra mile to make somebody feel heard and seen and to lend them encouragement in a moment that Kelsey might not have even known they needed it, but they totally did, and has like a sixth sense for that moment of like, this person might need a little something. They went through a big moment, or like it's a hard time of year for everybody, or there's just always a way that Kelsey would never describe Kelsey this way, but is incredibly in tune with the people around her. And it's been such a cool experience over the last few years to really like see how that has changed and morphed and grown as we have connected both to each other and to everyone we've met around us.
Bree is a nerd, an Enneagram 4 to the core, and a Cancer sun. So Bree's got feelings, but the best part of Bree's feelings is that she uses those for creating spaces for other people. Bree is probably the most kind person that I've ever met. Also the most empathetic. I don't know. I wouldn't be where I am or who I am without Bree. I've never had somebody who's been like in such like symbiotic movements that like propel you forward, but then also bringing everyone else in and bringing everyone else along. And so I don't think there wouldn't be a Creator Matters without Bree at all.
The Creator Matters exists to create collective effervescent moments between marginalized, underrepresented creators that belong.
Build frameworks that allow those humans to lean in and vet technology that doesn't get in the way of forward progress.
Being a queer-owned business is the dream I didn't know I had when I was very young. I, for a really long time, knew that eventually I wanted to work for myself, and now obviously work for myself and for Kelsey. And it is something that beats in the lifeblood of almost everything we do, because we have this lens and this community that we have seen walk beside us and that we have stopped to wait for. And we know that we are a queer-owned business, but there are also other marginalized businesses out there that have seen and have walked in different paths, but have seen and felt some of the things that we have felt. And knowing that there is a knowing in the idea that humans can look at each other and feel that is something that can be brought into a business, because businesses, contrary to popular belief, are closer to a human heart than one might lead you to believe, because it can be anything you want it to be.
Being queer and being a business owner are two identities that I never knew that I needed to share, or never knew that that space was safe for me to step up in and use and shout and bring other people along with me. And so being able to take this journey with my best friend who helped me show up and claim those identities and shout them from the rooftops is an honor. And I'm super excited for where we're going. But being able to share that we're a queer-owned business as the Creator Matters, and that we are committed to helping both brands and creators catch their identities and catch their DNA and catch that collective effervescence is, like Bree said, a dream that I didn't know that I had. And those two words, like queer and business owner, is two identity markers that I never want to give up and that I will continue to march with like forever. And I'm so excited to do it in this way.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. God, identity's hard.
If you want to feel what the fuck we're feeling, like if you want to be on what we're on, like, let's go. Let's do things. Like, we might be a queer-owned business, but we are creating a space that is for any human that wants to show up the way that they want to show up, or the way that they are. I know authenticity is such a buzzword, but that's because it means so much to be able to be authentic, and it changes your perspective on your life and the people around you. And all we're trying to do is to create an opportunity for other people to feel collective effervescence, because it doesn't get like that is the only way that you really can make change, and that the only way that we're going to feel fucking amazing about what we're doing and how we're moving forward. Okay, we told our story, but did we say all of our buzzwords? Like,
let's unpack that.
Oh shit, we didn't say that at all. We're gonna have to put that in at somewhere. Let's unpack that. Show up.
Vulnerability.
We said collective effervescence like 4 times, and it could take a couple more. We said fuck.
That is definitely a buzzword.
Fuck, yeah, that is definitely a buzzword.
Humans.
Create. Humans. Yeah, we say humans, not people.
We try really hard. Sometimes people slips out. So.
Yeah. Brands. I hope that the way that we spoke was still in lowercase.
Because capitalism is gross.
Safe space.
Authenticity. Say more.
You belong.
You all belong.
Always.
Hum.
We didn't really get to talk about the Trinity, the Holy Trinity.
Oh, Glennon,
Brene,
Shonda. Hum got in there.
Yeah. Collective effervescence is, I was introduced by Brene, but Emile Durkheim.
Partnerships.
Yep. We did our thing.
We did the damn thing.
Hell yeah. If you need more words, go to the website.
creatormatters.com. Out. Come on, Smoochie.
You're just gonna escort me off of this?
Yeah, because you can't see it past like halfway.
Do you want to shut the lights off?
In a second.